we're back here at the Mall of Asia Arena. And this game between Ateneo and LaSalle, the defending champions, get their noses ahead, Ian, with a one-set lead so far.
And De La Salle, just like what I said, made the better adjustments and sooner, no? Kaya kita natin, they recovered, they got the service in, they got the reception going. Itong Ateneo, naghanap pa rin, not able to adjust on time, especially on the serve. They had, I think, 4 or 5 service errors. And those are 3 points given to De La Salle. Their attacks were a bit predictable, just like what we heard from Coach Roger. They were already not giving the quick players, the quick attackers a chance to fish out some blockers. Automatic, parang kay Jem, binigay na lang ng binigay kay Alisa Valdez. And that's the easiest read for any blocker of De La Salle. #1 blocking team, napakadaling basahin. So I think the adjustment here for Ateneo is now they have to face the reality that they're down by a set. They have to relax and really get their act together as much as possible. Wag magpalayo ng lamang. I think that's very important because it's so hard to really get a rally if De La Salle is on top by big 5-6 points already. 13 attack points, only 4, boom, for the Ateneo Eagles. 5 blocks, we expected this. De La Salle would have the edge. Unforced errors, even De La Salle had 12 from those and 4 for Ateneo. So itong atake ng De La Salle,
that's too low for an attacking team themselves. Ateneo, when you really think about it,
4 points.
Diba? Parang napakababa ng production nila. And you can point towards so many things. Gumabaw 9 points in that first set. Ian, you highlighted her. Valdez with 4 as Kim Fajardo starts us off here in set number 2. That's an overreaching call. Ian, para sa mga bagong nanonood sa atin dito, ano ba yung overreaching na yan?
Para sa'yo na rin, boom.
Oh, yun nga ibig ko sabihin.
Okay, bago. Yan, look at that. Jem Ferrer, you gotta give the setter a chance to set the ball. If you're the middle blocker, hanggat hindi pa niya nasiset, hindi mo pa pwedeng galawin unless she's gonna just flip it over. But Jem Ferrer, the experienced setter that she is, made sure that the referees noticed that she had her 2 hands up, getting ready to set, hit the hands of Maranyo, and she definitely got a call from our first referee, Yul Beñosa.
Ikaw, pag hindi kita tinanong sa TV, hindi ka sumasagot sa akin.
Dalawa naman eh. Kailangan on-air tayo pag tinanong mo ako eh.
Malaki po kasi binabayad namin dito kay Ian Laurel. Kaya
ganon?
We have to get our money's worth. 2-0. Ateneo with the lead here in the second set. Gumabaw underneath that ball. Swings it out as we check in with Billy Capistrano with a couple of friends. Billy, go ahead, please.
Boom and Ian, right now I have with me a very big fan of the Lady Spikers, Winette. Now, hi Winette, taga saan ka? Taga Bacoor, Cavite po ako. So, taga Bacoor ka pala. Now, of course, nakikita ko naka-green ka. Siyempre, LaSalle fan ka rin, diba? Now, schoolmates ba tayo, Winette? Taga LaSalle ka rin ba? Hindi po, taga St. Michael's Institute po ako. Now, ilang years ka na fan ng UAAP Volleyball at sinabi mo nga taga St. Michael's Institute ka. Now, bakit naman yung Lady Spikers yung sinusuportahan mo dito sa UAAP? Years na po akong fans ng DLSU Lady Spikers. Kaya po sila yung sinusuportahan ko kasi po, as a volleyball player din po ako, inspiration ko po sila, tsaka lagi po silang may teamwork at determinado, hardworking po. So, sinabi mo rin na volleyball player ka. Now, sino naman sa Lady Spikers yung volleyball player na feeling mo i-inspire ka na mas magaling pa sa volleyball? Si Michelle Gumabaw po. Kasi nung na-meet ko po siya sa dugout, napakabait niya po, humble, hindi po siya masungit. Siyempre, napakaganda ni Michelle, talented at mabait pa. Now, thank you, Winette. Sana mag-enjoy ka pa sa game na to. Back to you, Ian.
Excellent. Thank you, Billy Capistrano.
Wow, nice to hear.
And this is what we've been saying about this matchup, Ateneo and LaSalle, or any other FU, UST. It is not necessarily about the two schools.
Yes.
The supporters that are here in the MOA Arena and are watching on TV are not necessarily even from UAAP. They just love their rabid, hardcore volleyball fans who decided to pick a side and decided to support an individual player. Ang dami. Ito, I'm looking at Twitter right now, Ian. From Bacolod, from Baguio, from Cavite, from Laguna. They're all
overseas as well, boom.
Oh, may tweets tayo from Uzbekistan, from UK, Canada,
Johannesburg.
Japan, Johannesburg earlier. Nakita mo yun, di ba? Yan, mga big fans ng volleyball, maraming salamat sa mga nanonood ng The Filipino Channel. Mabuhay po kayong lahat mula sa amin dito sa ABS-CBN Sports.
And our the fans, like what she said, she came from Bacoor, Cavite, St. Michael's. But what she likes is not actually the school, but it's actually the players. You know, sinabi niya, na-meet niya sa dugout, napakabait, napaka-humble, and that's so inspiring to have, you know, the younger generation look up to players such as the ones that we have right now on the floor. Napakaganda.
That's a net block for Eliza Valdez.
Yes, the set was a bit low. Jennifer was saying, you moved in too soon. Pumatras ka pa.
Kala ko ang sinabi ni Jem, masyado siyang palayo. Masyado siyang nakaatras. So, dapat pala.
Dapat mas lumabas pa siya dito. Napaaga at saka masyadong maiksi yung approach niya. Kasi sabi ni Jem, hindi mababa yun, tataas pa yun eh.
Okay.
So, hindi mo lang na yung peak ng bola.
Basang-basa yung running attack ni Gretchen Ho kasi huminto ng konti.
Yes, a bit too slow.
Jem Ferrer is going to have her work cut out for her.
Yeah.
She is one of
She
is one of the favorites also here of the fans. She's a two-time best setter. Isabella, such an amiable person also, and a great, a charming girl to talk to. And she is going to be really working hard, especially in the blocking department.
Yes.
Dahil Ian, tina-target talaga siya ng Lasal. Yun na naman yung atake ng Lasal with sa side ni Jem Ferrer.
Yes, very true. She's obviously the weakest link in that Ateneo block. So, talagang time in and time out, dyan dadalhin ng setter. Whether it's Fajardo or Esperanza, the outside sets would be the key here for De La Salle against Jem Ferrer whenever she's in front.
Free ball. On the second touch, Valdez gets blocked.
Wow, the blocking of De La Salle.
That girl on your screens, former teammate of Eliza Valdez in high school, USD. Fajardo and Reyes. It was Reyes actually who deflected that one.
And it hit Jem Ferrer on its way down.
Underhand set. And again, nobody home. So nahabol na dito na Lasal. We are tied at 6-all. It all starts, for those learning the game of volleyball, it all starts with the first ball. And the libero, Denden Lazaro, who's coming back from a bout with asthma. Hindi nakalaro nung last time. There, that's a better first ball. Oh, Tejada with a good, not a strong, quick attack, but a good enough one.
It doesn't have to be strong all the time, especially if you want to change up in the play. Kaya makikita mo Tejada, this time getting the perfect set. Even the blockers were late. There were two of them, but it was only Nika Reyes who went up late pa, and that was a good play right there. And it started off, like what you said, Boom, doon sa hindi masyadong, ngayon pala nagsisimula naman ng volleyball, doon sa reception na maganda ni Denden.
Anglet, she's been doing that since her rookie year. And she does it to give them a 2-point lead. Ateneo fighting back here at set number 2, 8-6. Back in a moment.